Hello, hello, hello. Good afternoon, Facebook family. Thank you so much for joining me this afternoon. Thank you for working with me these few weeks that I have to do the show at 1 because as a church family, we are waiting upon the Lord, so I don't want distraction on our new day prayer, so that's why I shifted to 1. But thank you so much for joining me at 1 today. It's going to be a blessing. We are still talking about friendship, and today is the stages of friendship. And in fact, when I was making notes and I was researching, I'm like, me myself, there's a lot of things I'm learning here. That sometimes we don't give people chance. We don't give our friendship time to grow. We don't take our time to know people. We don't take our time to invest in people. We just give up on the way. So thank you so much for joining me today. I have my sister Pastor Nana Dade joining me today, and we are going to look at some of the stages of friendship. And I put here that friendship is the only cement that will even hold the world together. You know, our world is scattered and there's a lot of things happen in this our world, but the only thing that can really hold the world together is friendship. You know, so it's a very good thing. Thank you so much once again for joining me. Please share the video with somebody, tag somebody to come in, and we thank God that my sister is here and she's going to join me, and we're going to dip into how to the stages of friendship. All right, so it's going to be a blessing. It's going to be a blessing today. So please take a few minutes of your time and share the video. I'm trying to see. Yes, so it's going to be a blessing. So share the video with somebody. Tag somebody to come in. Let them know that we are live, and we are trusting God that today's show is going to be a blessing. So just tag them to come in. If you are in page groups, put it there. Let it be a blessing to somebody, because what we don't know, I think, is what destroys us. Once you know the stages of friendship, you know how to handle the people that God bring your way, whether they're going to be friends, whether they are not going to be friends. You will really know that. It seems like when we are young, it is easy to make friends, and I mean, you could become friends for a very simple reason. You can just meet somebody today. When we are young, when we were in kindergarten and those things, you just see somebody and they like drawing, you like drawing, and now you call them that, you know, you guys are party. So it's very, it looks like it's simple and easy when we are young to make friends for very simple reasons. We become friends, but we do not understand the concept behind the word none, the development of friendship. You know, that is the issue. We think just say calling somebody a friend or seeing somebody as a friend is all that. No, there's a lot of things that goes on. There's a lot of development that goes on for somebody to become that intimate friend or close friend or all those things. I have actually 5 stages here, and I was shocked myself when I was going through. So we're going to go through it, and it's going to be a blessing. Thank you so much. Share the video with somebody. Tag somebody to come in. Thank you, Pastor Nana. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Oh, awesome. Very good. Very good. Don't worry. Thanks. Yeah, it's fine. I know Atlanta traffic can sometimes be. Let me put my chair a little bit closer. Atlanta traffic can sometimes be very interesting.
Yes.
Yeah, but thank you so much for coming. We are looking at the stages of friendship. And actually, when I was, you know, preparing and researching and trying to dig in some places to see how we would do this show, I noticed that I think we don't just give our friendship time. We just rush, and we require so much from friendship that is not in a position to require those things. I find that we have strange, you know, friends, and that we'll talk about just meeting, some people. We have acquaintance, we have casual, we have close, and we have intimate. So that we're going to look into that. But how are you? How is the church? How is the man of God and the wonderful children?
Everybody is doing great. We are great. I bring you greetings from Apostle Felix Adade from Redemption Outreach Church.
Yes. Thank you so much for joining us. We are very, very grateful. So the first stage is strange, and it says that at this friendship develop, and it depends on impression, whether it's good or bad. Right. So when you meet somebody the first time, and how they behave towards you will determine whether the friendship will go forward or it will end right there.
Right.
So that is at least a first stage in friendship. What do you have to add to it?
All right, first of all, I think I've mentioned this in the past.
Yeah.
I believe that friendship is a gift from God.
Amen. Yes.
And when God created Adam, Adam was not okay. And God himself realized that Adam needed a companion. And so he decided to make a companion for Adam. So friendship is very, very important.
Okay.
It is for our emotional and physical well-being.
Wow.
If you don't have friends, there's something missing in your life.
Wow. Okay.
It's rather unfortunate that nowadays people have termed the word friend to be something negative when indeed it was created by God.
By God.
To be something positive. In our lives. And so when it comes to that, I believe Bishop also mentioned something in the previous shows that there was a man and the woman actually, because they were both not on the same page, she thought that their relationship or their friendship had developed, and then sooner or later the man comes in with a fiance and says, "Oh, this is my fiance," and the lady was the lady was very, very disappointed.
Okay.
So it is important that we know the stage of friendship that we are in with someone.
Okay.
And many of us go through friendship not even knowing which stage we are in.
That is what I noticed.
And that is the reason why there's a lot of disappointments.
Yeah. No, that is I think that is the core. If we are going to trust God for him to give us good friendship, we have to learn the stages of the friendship, because I think we require like somebody who is a close friend, but then you are requiring them to behave like a intimate friend, which is so to so. Sometimes it's not possible, and we get disappointed and we drop the whole thing, whether it's from God or not. We just leave it and we just drop it. So it's very, very important. I think we take our time to just develop our friendship by not behaving like kindergarten, children that we just jump into it and now we are friends.
Right. And so there's a lot of people trying to get something from you that you're not ready to give.
Okay.
And so it brings a lot of disappointments. And I also believe that mature people, I know you mentioned that people usually keep their old friends, their childhood friends for a long time. But I also believe that people that are mature can still develop a friendship at a later age, or an older age. Because once they understand who they really are and who they have been called to be to that person, then they can really develop a great friendship.
Oh, okay. Please, if you are joining us, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. We are talking about the stages of friendship. It's very, very important we know the stages of friendship, and it's help you to have good friends, because then you will know what to require. So it's not like seeing somebody today and calling them your friends, but understanding that friendship is a journey itself. And it doesn't develop just one day. It takes time. And I think last week we talked about, it takes time. You have to invest in it. It's precious and all those things. So you really cannot just rush into somebody and now everything is out there. We have to know that it takes time for friendship to develop. What about acquaintance? Somebody who is acquaintance. What is it?
So pretty much, an acquaintance is somebody that you know. Maybe you've seen a couple of times.
Okay.
That you've interacted with. It could even be somebody that you work with.
Okay.
You know, that you see every day, maybe Monday through Friday, but you guys don't really go deep to know more about each other. You just know each other from work.
Okay.
Or even from church.
Yeah.
You know, or any other social gathering. And so that's not a friend yet. Is that person is an acquaintance.
Yeah, but you see people seeing those things to very, very serious. I think the last time I was talking about, when I go to the gym, I have, some people there. When I vanish like a week or two, when I go back, oh, Victoria, where are you? Da, da, da. I mean, I call them my gym, friends and those things.
So those are your acquaintances. My
acquaintances, yes. and I think that you can have a lot of acquaintances because everywhere you go, depending on how you carry yourself, how friendly you are, and those things, you will have a lot of them.
Yes.
But they are not really people that you can pour everything.
Right, exactly.
To.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
And many people confuse that because they've seen the person a couple of times or so many times, they think that that's their friend, and so they can just open up and require things from them, and they can also, invest in them when it's really not
just the surface.
Exactly. It's just you're just scratching the surface.
Yeah. And I've noticed that sometimes too, and I think that's where sometimes we get hurt, because if the person is just acquaintance and now you go to work, okay, and just workmates and all those things. I mean, this is a person that you see every day. Because if you are being at the company for, let me say, like 5 years, this is person you see every day. But are they capable for you to go and spill out maybe what is going on in your house, what is going on with your children, your secrets, that your fears, your insecurity? Are they there yet?
You have to know that.
Yeah.
You as the person have to know that you can take your acquaintance to the next level.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It is an assessment that you have to make as a person. Is this somebody that I can confide in? Is this somebody that I can build a friendship with outside church or outside work?
Okay.
It doesn't have to be like that. You don't have to force it if it's not the right fit for you. If the person is not the right match for you, it's okay to stay as an acquaintance.
Oh, okay. It's okay to just stay there.
Yeah.
I wrote here that it says that I know you, like occasionally, and occasionally you will meet the person. So you will say that, okay, I know the person, but how well do you know the person?
Exactly. Is that person mature enough for you to move on the relationship to the next level? Is that person somebody that has a loose mouth, and can you share some vital information or some personal information with them? When you interact with them, you will know that.
How important, woman of God, how important is it for us to take time, knowing the people that God brings our way? Because I think that if you know somebody, as you say, whether they have a loose mouth, how would you know whether they have a loose mouth or they can keep your secret and those things? If you haven't taken time to know them and you haven't taken time to develop your friendship, how are you going to know? So is it that much important for us to take our time and know people?
Absolutely. I think it's so important that we as people, many a times we rush through relationships, and we don't really take our time to really get to know people, and that is why we get prematurely hurt and those things. So I think that it's so important that we take time to really get to know people so that we can avoid those casualties, I call them.
I know. It's very important. Please, if you are joining us, thank you so much for joining us. We are talking about the stages of friendship, how to take your time to really know the people that God will bless you with, You know, and now I'm beginning to understand why I say that it was Bishop T.D. Jakes that I heard saying that if you have in your lifetime, if you have 3 good, intimate, trustworthy, God blessing, a gift in your life, in your lifetime, if you have 3, you are a blessed person. I'm like, 3 is not enough. But now I'm beginning to understand.
Right.
That 3 is more than enough.
Yes.
Because even if you have 1 in your lifetime, it's a blessing.
That's right.
It's a blessing.
That's
so
right.
we really have to take our time to know
right.
that. Yeah.
That's right.
Thank you so much for joining us. Can you please share the video for me? If you are in the group, share it in the group. Share it with your friends, your family. Tag them to come in. I think it's going to be a blessing because guess what? Each one of us needs friends. I say that it's the glue that glue us together. It's a cement that hold us together. And life without friendship is very boring. It's boring. Can you imagine God giving you victories and those things, and you don't have anybody to go and have lunch with and share with and those things? You need friends. You need people that you can call. And this is what I've noticed. Anybody that comes my way, I get something from them. Just talking casually, I will get something. I will get an idea. I will get inspired. I will get encouraged. Right. So it's very, very important, and it's good for us. So right. It's something we have to take. Yeah. Take our time, you know, and Pastor Nana said that for your emotional well-being. So if you don't have friends, sometimes I suspect people who don't have good friends. And I suspect people who don't keep friends.
Yeah, sometimes it's a character development. There's something going on that they need to fix so that they can attract. Wow. And I believe you guys have already said it in the previous video that if you want to have friends, you have to be friendly.
Be friendly yourself.
You have to open up yourself to be friendly. But you know what? We are, especially people, those of us from Africa, we have developed this thing and that, you have to be careful of your friends. You have to be afraid. And so now people are even afraid to make friends. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Of course, there are people that are not good friends, and with time you will see it. But I feel that we shouldn't let that prevent us from actually enjoying good friendships and good relationships.
Okay, so please, for some reason, I don't know what is happening to my iPad or the system. I'm not seeing any comments, and I'm not even able to write any comment. So please, those of you who are watching, if somebody can help me, because I will need the comments rolling to at least know what people are talking about. But if you have comments, please put it on there. If you have any suggestions, I think put it on there. You have a questions to put it on there. TJ will let me know because I don't know what's going on. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, so we can do that, all right? So thank you so much for joining us again. Share the video, continue to share the video. Let it be a blessing to somebody. You have any experience about friendship, whether it's positive or negative, let's talk about it. Let's discuss it. It will make our discussion very wonderful. Maybe you knew, actually, I was very, very surprised going through this thing, knowing the stages, and I'm like, oh, okay, this thing is deeper than I think. Okay, and I'm 44, so or 43, or I don't even know my age. But yeah, so it's very, very important, you know, we do that. And I saw casual friends. Right. The casual friends, so look at this, between the acquaintance says that I know you. The casual friend says that I know, the acquaintance said that I know of you. I know of you. So the acquaintance said, I know of you. So and
I know you.
Yes. The casual says that I know you. So I'm like, even that there's difference here. It says that most people make it to this point, which scared me. Okay? So most people make it to the casual friends. And it kind of, it stopped. It said most people make it to this point, this stage, and actually they think they know the person, so they get there and that's all they know. So it gets there, but we have 2 stages in front of us.
That's right.
So why did people get to casual friendship and it's stopped there? It seems like, okay, there's nothing we can do. Again, what make us do that?
I believe that, even though both parties have to decide to move from the acquaintance stage to the casual stage, I believe that there's probably a little bit of a disconnect or an imbalance where maybe one person may be at the casual friend stage, but the other person may not.
Oh.
They may be on two different pages. Or they may show some qualities that shows that they are in the casual stage, and then sometimes they will show some qualities that show that they're not there. So it is up to us to really pay attention and see where the friendship is going. Are we both on the same page?
Yes.
When it comes to casual friendship,
okay.
Or am I a little one step behind and you are one step forward?
Yeah, and woman of God.
I think that this is where the disappointments happen.
That point, I want us to stress on it, because you see, if I think that maybe we are casual, but you think we are just acquaintance, that's the problem right there. And we think we are good friends, but in each one of us have different aspects and different expectation, different behavior from one another. The friendship will not be strong if it's like that.
And I believe this is when communication comes in.
Okay.
Because in this stage of friendship, which is a casual friendship, what they're saying is that's when people, let their guard down a little bit, and they begin to show you who they really are.
Yes.
They take their mask off. Because everybody kind of looks cute.
Yeah.
And wants to be
once
their
the
best,
mask is on.
When the mask is on. But when people begin to get a little bit more comfortable, they begin to, show who they are. So it will be in a case where one person is a little bit more comfortable than the other, and the other person is sharing more information about their life, about themselves, and the other person is not.
Okay,
so that is when you need to sit down and say, I noticed that you don't really want to share your life with me. What's going on?
What's
you
going
need to just
on?
find out.
Yes, and this morning when I wake up, I saw one of my daughters put it on her social media, and I think she says that beware of friends that will ask you about whatever is going on in your life, but they don't say anything about what's going on. And I put it.
They're on two different pages.
I put it right there. Oh, God help us! But that's what runs in my mind. I think what happened is that stage, when one thinks that they are all in, and another one is as slow as subtle, and especially saying all the things that you need to say and expecting different results because the person is not there. It's hard. It's a hard thing.
And I also believe that once you guys talk and communicate, you'll be able to find out why this person is not sharing. Are they afraid? Have they had any previous hurts in the past, and that is why they're behaving that way. Once you talk and communicate, you will find that out, and then maybe you'll be able to give that person a little bit more time to get on the same page as you.
Okay. Because I personally, I think I get to that stage a lot. I'm talking from my own personal experience. I get to that stage a lot because for me, I believe that friendship is when I call somebody a friend, I see the person like the way I see myself. You understand?
That's right.
So whatever makes my life better, whatever I'm experiencing, I want to share.
That's
right. I see you as part of me. You understand? So I don't take that casual friendship I don't take friendship for granted.
That's right.
It's very important to me. So it makes me take time, maybe, take time more than maybe what people will take.
Right.
Getting to the stages that I need to get to when I say this is my friend.
Right.
I go to a lot of stages, to get there.
Right.
Sometimes I think a lot of people don't invest that much time going through that. So they just jump from one stage to one stage, and they get to a point and they are tired and they just let go.
Shut it down.
You know, shut it down, which is not good.
So and I believe that communication is the key.
Is the key.
Just like any other relationship, this is when you talk and you share and you say, you know what, I like to take my time. It's just like a man and a woman relationship.
Okay.
I like to take my time to get to know people, and maybe I've had one or two mishaps in my life, and so I have learned to really take my time to develop some things, so that the person will see where you're coming from. And the Bible also says, by their fruit you will know them. So whatever they are speaking to you and their actions will show you whether they are lying to you or they're not. And that will also give you a better idea of how to treat the friendship.
Wow.
Whether you also have to withhold information or you just have to give that person a little bit more time to catch up.
Yeah, that's very good. Thank you so much for joining us. I noticed that you all guys are watching. I'm very, very grateful. Taking your afternoon lunch on me and watching me, I'm very grateful. Continue to share the video with somebody, tag somebody to come in. There's a question that says that, what is the best way to build a great friendship? What is the best way to build a great friendship?
If you're not open, you will never see true friendship.
Wow, this is deep.
You know, if you go into the friendship being closed-minded, you will miss out on the goodness of what God is sending you.
Okay.
You know, and I believe I've shared this in the past that my sisters and I are a product of great friendship.
Wow.
Who we are and where we have gotten to is a product of great friendship. My mom was an only child.
Oh.
So she has half brothers and sisters.
Okay.
But every person that we call auntie and uncle and cousin are as a result of friends.
Okay.
You know, and these are people that have been friends. They were friends for over 40 years, and they built very great friendship. And their kids are as brothers and sisters. You know, and I believe that they were open.
Okay.
And even my mom, even coming to know the Lord, was through one of her friends. They were friends, partying, clubbing, and everything else. And one got to know the Lord, and she said, "Now I know the Lord, and so you have to know the Lord too." And brought my mom to church, and on that day, she also knew the Lord.
That's awesome. That's all. That's
okay.
That's good.
So I'm a product of great friendship. I'm here because of great friendship.
Amen. Amen.
You know, and it's funny, the things that is happening to us, the same thing is happening to them as well.
Wow. Wow.
So I believe that in order to build great friendship, you have to be open.
Open-minded.
You have to be open-minded. And as you continue to develop the friendship, you would know if the friendship is going into a right direction or it's not.
Okay.
The fruit of the friendship will show you.
Yeah.
Whether it is a friendship that you need to
develop
or you need to sever or cut.
Yeah, but woman of God, what happened to the people that says that because I'm hurt, because I've been hurt, because I've been disappointed, because people have been, I called some people my friends and they betrayed me, and I called this and they did this. You know, people have really been betrayed and stabbed at their back. Okay, right. What happened to those people? What will help them? Okay, let me put it this way. What will help them to still be open when they entering into how to build a great friendship?
I think the first thing they need to do is to find a place in their heart to let go of what had happened to them. Okay. It's almost like how you get into a car accident. You said, because I got into a car accident, I'm not going to drive again. I'm not going to sit in the car. I'm not even going to get on the road. You will be stuck at home and your progress will be retarded.
Yeah, okay.
You know, and so it's the same thing. Because friendship is a good thing and it's a gift from God, you need to find a place in your heart to let go. And if it's going to take some time, give yourself that time. Okay. To let go and start from a clean slate.
Wow.
Because God will let you meet somebody else that is not going to treat you like that. And because of what you went through in the past, you are going to empower yourself and equip yourself with this kind of information that we are sharing today on the stages of friendship, so that you don't make the same mistakes that you made that brought you into that hurt mode in the first place.
So thank you so much. If you are watching, and I think that most of us has been disappointed, betrayed, stabbed at our back with people that we thought and at least even think that they were our friends. So now God have bring you this angel, and you are still not giving them chance because you thought, oh, the angel too will tend to be a devil in a way. You know, we can't do that. We still have to trust God and open up and see what God has for us. So I trust God that we will be able to heal from our past, hurts and our past issue, and push ourselves forward, to what God has for us. I can't see this. What word is that? I can't.
Is it appropriate for
okay.
some to force themselves on you to become their friend?
That's a very interesting question. Just yesterday, I was talking, my friend J-Mobile called me, and we were talking about something. She brought something up that, oh, I've seen that this lady, that and that. I'm like, that is a by force friend, okay? Whether you like, I said that whether you like it or not, she is your friend. And I was telling her, I said, you have to give her a chance. That she wants to be your friend. Just open up and give her. So, what is it? Is it appropriate for people to force themselves to become your friend? What do you do if somebody is forcing themselves on you?
I think that some people just see you and they just admire you.
Yeah,
they see something good in you, and they just want to tap into it. They just want to, be close to you. So you just have to assess the situation, and see what's going on. Is this somebody that really? Because we do have parasites. That want good in you, and they just want to come and take it and run away.
Wow.
But you won't know if you give it a chance.
That's the whole thing. Life is very, very interesting. Okay, sometimes
you have to take some type of risk.
Of the things I don't understand about life, but life is a risk, and if you don't take risks, you're not going anywhere. Sometimes you have to jump in the deep sea even when you don't know how to swim. But I know that once you jump, God will part the sea for you. So life is a risk, and I know that it's not everybody that comes into our life that are the original. As I said last week, that I don't do fake. I don't like fake things. I don't like fake back. I don't do fake anything, fake whatever, watches, whatever you can think fake. I don't. If I don't have the money to do the original, I'm not doing a fake. So I believe that people too that comes into our life, some of them are going to be fake. You understand? But there's one thing that I know, that if you use original things and when you seek a fake, you will notice. That is what I've noticed.
That's right.
You understand?
That's right.
If I bought a shoe that is original, and somebody come and give me the same type of name shoe, I will know that this is not original, or this is original. And I believe that's what the Bible says, that to the pure, bless you. I believe that's what the Bible says, that to the pure all things are pure. Right. When you are good and when you are original, by not pretending you yourself, or not you not being fake yourself, then when you see fake, you will know.
I agree.
And when you see the original, you will also know.
Right.
And but we have to open. Yes. And iron sharpen iron. You will know.
You know when somebody is coming around you and you're a parasite.
Yeah.
It doesn't take that long.
Yeah. You have to know. If it takes you a long time to know if somebody is parasite, then you yourself, there's something. Then maybe you have a little bit parasite in you.
So yourself. It's either you can't see, or you just don't even know who you are yet.
Okay.
Which happens with a lot of our young people, because they don't really know who they are yet. So sometimes they will attract certain kinds of friendships or relationships that can be to their detriment.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And I have an example of that. I had a friend in college who, I went to their house, we took trips together and everything else. And I believe at that point, I really didn't know. I met her when I was 18. I really didn't know who I was at that. I was trying to find myself. I was in a big college campus, and I was trying to find who I am. And I met her. She's from Ghana.
Yeah.
Okay. So we became friends. And then when school was over, I was going to her house. She was coming to my house. You know, but as the year, I mean, we were friends for a long time. We were friends for over 10 years.
Wow.
But as the years went by, then I began to start knowing who I was. And even my mom told me, when she met her and she saw our interaction, she said, you need to be careful of your friend.
Wow.
For somebody who knows how to be friends to people, she told me.
Wow.
I was like, oh, Mom, that's how she is. You know, but after some time, when I got to know myself, I realized that this is not a friend that I can take with me
to where God is taking you.
Exactly.
Wow.
Exactly.
It's very, very important. So, you know, let's take time. And I remember I always tell my firstborn, Yuri, no, Yuri is so open, Yuri is so nice. She is the most sweetest girl you could ever. And now she's really changing, which is, you know, very interesting. But I remember, like, when she went to high school, oh, that's my friend. Oh, mommy, this is my one. This is my friend. I said, please take your time. You just get there. I said, take your time. You just get there. And I don't want you to get hurt. So take your time. Take your time. Take your time. Now she's like, okay, that one was fake. That one was fake. I said, okay, I told you so. You know, so I think we really have to take our time to really develop our friendship. By being also open, though, very open. So the next one is close friends. And the close friend, it says that I understand you. I understand you. So you could see it's really getting deeper here. Now you kind of putting your guys down. The mask, everything is coming off. You at least understand the person.
And I think that's in this friendship that I believe now that I know what I know.
So that was
I believe I was here.
Okay.
Because I understood her and I understood some of even though it was negative.
Okay.
I understood her and I just accepted that. But somebody on the outside saw that's not good.
Wow. So it says here that this zone is that very few people make it to. I mean, this stage. Actually, very few people make it here. But then it's the time that you invest in each other, you know, personally, emotionally, share more information, understand each other truly, which I think it was the word. You understand each other truly. So, close friends, but still not there yet.
Nope.
Wow. I'm like, so I look at me, I'm like, okay, I have a long way to go.
That's right.
You know, because this is even to the point that you are sharing information, you are emotional to the person, you know, you know the person, you can even go to the person's house, sleep over, and all those things.
Right.
But it's still not as deep as what it says here, intimate friendship.
I think this is what separates the men from the boys.
Oh.
This close friend stage is what separates the men. This is when you really are going to see if this is a friend, a lifetime friend.
Oh, okay.
Like we call it a ride or die friend.
Okay.
You know?
Oh, wow.
You know, because at this stage, that's when you get to know if the person really truly cares for you, like they profess to say.
Yeah.
Or do they have your best interest at heart?
Wow. When
you go somewhere, are they showing off more than you are and trying to make you look like bad when you're good? How do they treat you when you're not there?
Wow. This is deep because last week I remember I said that the true there come a time in our life when you will realize who was there and who was really there and who was not there at all. You understand? So I think this point is when you really would know.
That's right.
Who is the original or who is the counterfeit.
That's right.
And sometimes the original and counterfeit it's hard.
And it
you
doesn't
go
mean
to New York, Chinatown, it's hard.
We were talking about it yesterday.
You know they will give it to you and you'll be confused whether you are.
No, they take you through the door and then through another door, and then through another door and then you go under the door.
And the time you come
get there.
the the time you come back, you don't know whether you are holding the original or the.
That's
the
right.
It's very, very important. But wow, this is a deep space, stage though.
That's right.
This close friends.
And it doesn't mean that your friend doesn't have shortcomings.
Yeah, but you forgive them.
That's right.
Wow.
That's right. And you both forgive each other and you move on to build the friendship. And this is when you also know that this person came into your life for a purpose.
For a purpose. That is wonderful. I was reading, I don't know, I think God took me there. I was reading from Oprah, and she was talking about her friend, girls, and they've been friends for ages. And she said that people ask her a question that, oh, that girl feel like a shadow, you know, when the girl is with her. I said, no, she feel herself. She's comfortable in her own skin. But one thing that I noticed, she says that within their friendship, one time, girl came to sleep over, and she took a jacket, and she saw money in the pocket of the jacket, and she wasn't expecting it. So she gave it to a girl, and girl said, oh no, I don't need it. But according to girl, when she was going, she said that I could just imagine what I could do with this money. Pay my rent, pay gas, this and that. So she really, really needed it. But she didn't take it because she said that she didn't want Oprah to think that she is there because of her money. I'm like, oh my God, what a friendship.
Right.
What a friendship. You know, and getting to know that she was even working for Oprah magazine and the TV and everything before CBS called her. And it was Oprah who says that, no, this is your dream. Just leave me, I will be fine. Go and you know, get your dream. I'm like, this is more than a friendship.
That's an example.
This is really true friendship. I mean, I was so blessed with that article. I'm like, that's a whole show of taking the point and talking, because that is a purposeful friendship.
Right.
That's really, really deep. That's really, really deep. All right, so we're going to look at the ultimate, the best of the best. It's a connecting to soul, very close connection, you know, over time, which I noticed. So this thing is over time, you know, through sharing of experience, deep secrets, insecurities, fears, you know, and this friend is one soul occupying two bodies. I'm like, that's deep. Yeah. So this friend become like one soul, but we are occupying two bodies.
That's right.
How can God bless us with such a friendship? Over to you.
That's why I said it's a gift.
It is.
Because for someone to decide to be there for you, to spend time with you, to invest in you, you know what I mean? And the list goes on and on. It has to be some God that God has brought to you.
Wow. May God help us with such, you know, friends. I mean, it's a blessing. It's really a blessing when you get somebody that, because how many people, I think last week me and Pastor Kerry was talking about how many people can you be vulnerable with, share your fears with, you know, especially when it comes to our position.
Right.
You understand? You are among a lot of people, but you are just by yourself. You understand?
Yes.
So how many would you be able to let them know that when I stand here, I'm speaking faith, God will do with that and that, but going in my car, me, myself, I'm trusting God for something. I'm like, God, if you don't come true. You understand? Share your fears, your insecurity, you know, what is going on, the secret aspect of you. How many
your
of us
true deep feelings.
You know, will have that opportunity to have somebody. And I think that we have to trust God to get people like that, not just like pulpit friendship and social friendship, but people that we can get to this point with.
That's right.
We can really get to this point with. You know, a friend that is one soul occupying two bodies. I'm like, this is deep.
They just understand you.
Wow.
When you say things, they understand you. And it doesn't mean that you don't have two different personalities.
Yeah.
Because we are all different. God has created each and every one of us in a unique way.
Yeah.
But there's a certain level of understanding and commitment.
Wow.
That I believe is only God that can give. And we have to give ourselves that chance to possess that.
Yeah. Wow. That is deep. That is deep. Thank you so much for joining us. We have another question here. It says that, can we as women have
a close guy or male friend, even when you are married?
It's yes and no. It's yes and no. For me, so growing up, I was like a boy, you know, because I was very, very athletic. So I used to run. I played tennis. I do football and all those things. So most of actually my really, really friends were guys. Oh no. And through life till when I get married, you understand? And some of them I was able to introduce my husband, and all of us became mutual friends.
Right.
And some of them couldn't work that way. Right. I have to let go because they were my friends. Now my husband had to be my best friend. Mm-hmm. I mean, they just lost their place. You understand? Right. And if they cannot be very good friends to me now with my husband, then it's going to cause friction because they only know me when I wasn't married.
Right.
And they're going to treat and behave according to that. But they have to graduate to this aspect.
In a way, you have to downgrade the friendship.
I have to downgrade. I have to.
You can't be intimate friends.
Yes.
You may have to be casual friends.
Casual friends. And which was hard because some of them were, childhood friends, you know. But they understand. And of course, most of them too are married. You know, right. So it's I have one actually in the States now. Mm-hmm. You know, he called me I think a week or two, and said that he's in the States with a family in New Jersey. Mm-hmm. You know, they're on vacation, and I was telling my husband, one of my good friends are in the States here with their family. You know, and I called him, welcome here, that and that. So now we are still friends, but it's not us.
Right,
when I was single, you know, because I remember that time I was working at Ashanti Goldface, and he was one of my parties. We will come with lunch. When I'm working at night, sometimes we will be working at night too, you know, and we'll be talking on the phone because I don't want to sleep, you know. But now I can't do that with him.
You just have to give it. You have to. It's called mutual understanding.
Yes.
You have to understand that things have changed.
That of course.
Things has to change as we get older.
Yes.
You know? And so the two, if it's a guy and a girl or a male and a female relationship, at that stage when there's your friend has graduated into the relationship of marriage, you have to have you both have to understand that you have to pull back a little bit so that he or she can also build a relationship with their partner. You know, and that's fine. You can still be friends, but the friendship cannot be on a higher level. It has to be downgraded. And like you said, you guys can be friends together, but the way you were cannot be the same.
Especially,
it can cause friction.
Especially if they cannot be. They cannot be friends to either your wife or friends to your husband. Then you have to be very careful because, like, I remember my wedding, for instance. It was almost all the people that came on my side were almost all guys. You know, and because that's kind of thing that when you say something to men it stays, and when you say something to ladies it's fly. You know, so I was that type of, you know, I like guys, but marriage didn't really help that aspect, you know. So I have to really downgrade a lot of them, and they understand. I understand
it's
when
understanding.
Yes, when I get home.
Certain things you can't.
Yeah.
It just has to be.
Yeah, when I'm in Ghana, they are still, they take me to lunch, we have fun and everything. But I don't talk to them as every day as I want to talk to,
right.
So I think that's what you can do, but you have to be very careful that it's not going to affect your marriage. That one is no. There's no friendship that is more important than you and your husband. Your husband have to be your best friend. Actually, your intimate, your close friend. Your husband have to be all the 5 stages.
But unfortunately, there are people that are married that are not in this stage.
No, they are not even in close friendship stage,
right.
Which is very bad. Mm-hmm. And it affects the marriage.
That's right.
It really affects because if you cannot be share your insecurity, your fears with your partner, then why are they there?
Right.
And there are some people who will go to work and share it with
their co-workers. Yes. And then once they turn around, their co-workers are talking about it.
Then now you are crying.
Right.
Why didn't you talk to your husband about it? Why can't you share those things to your husband?
Because he's not on the same page as her.
Oh my God. That would be a marriage counselor. That would be on you. That is personal area of speciality. Yeah, but thank you so much for joining us today. It's been a blessing. If the video has been a blessing to you, please continue to share it with somebody, and please follow subscribe to our YouTube channel, because we have more videos there, so you can go there later and watch the whole show and watch even all the previous shows. They are all there, and then it's going to be a blessing. Continue to share it, let it get to as much people that can get to, so it will be a blessing too. But once again, thank you so much, Pastor Nana. Your last word on this wonderful topic today.
I believe that we, just like anything else that we do in life, it is my prayer that we take time to cultivate.
Wow.
The things that we do in life. And so in this case, we have to take time to cultivate friendship.
Wow.
If we want to see the fruit of good friendship, we need to take time to cultivate it. It's like when you're growing something on the ground, the farmer will tell you, they just don't get up and throw the thing there. They make sure that they till the land, make sure the land is doing well before they plant. And once they plant, they have a process of watering it and everything else until the fruit comes.
Wow.
And so I believe that everything in life takes time, and we need to develop the habit of taking time to let things grow in its own time and season, so that we can reap the benefits of it.
Wow. Thank you so much. I mean, this has been very, very deep, and I really trust God that you have learned something here, because me myself going through this have really inspired me to take time to know people, take time to make friends. This thing is a lifetime. It doesn't just happen. For you to be able to come through all these stages. So we have the strange stages, we have acquaintance, we have casual, we have close, then we have that intimate. So for you to be able to come through all these stages, it takes time. So please take time to know people. Don't just rush into things, and don't expect a strange friendship to give you an ultimate result, and don't expect acquaintance, friendship to give you casual results. Just take time and trust God to go through the stages. And I think once you are able to get through the stages, that you become a friend that is one soul occupying 2 bodies. If you get there, you are a blessed person. You are a blessed person to have somebody that is like you. And that's how normally I see friendship, that it have to be like they are part of you. And what you have, what I trust God for myself, I trust the same thing for the people that I call friends. If God is blessing me with something, I don't want to keep it to myself. I want them to know. If I'm doing something in ministry that is helping ministry to go forward, when I meet them, I want to share with you, Just go and do that, and let's see what God can do. I believe in that. I believe in sharing, and I believe in lifting each other up. So thank you so much for joining us. I hope it was a blessing to you. Continue to share the video. Tag somebody to come in. Our next episode is going to be the purpose of friendship. We're going to look at the purpose of friendship. And I think then we will end with the friendship and come up with another topic. But thank you so much. God bless you. I'll see you next Tuesday. God bless you. Bye.